This is the Kpopcast, and in this week's episode, we're doing a deep dive into Sserafim Hot.
We also share hit replays from Sserafim, XG, and 10.
But before we get into that, guys, don't forget to join the Kpopcast listener fam on Slack and chip in for the show costs, and of course, links in the episode description.
And now for some hit replays. I'm DJ Peter Lowe.
I'm Stephanie.
And I'm your PD name, Michaela, guys, and hit replays are our K-pop song recommendations for the week. So, Peter, kick us off. What is your hit replay for this week?
Okay, my hit replay comes from my favorite Japanese group, which sings in English, but is known in K-pop circles. I'm, of course, referring to XG and their song. You already know, XG is an acronym for extraordinary with an X girls. Extraordinary girls, XG, okay? As I mentioned earlier, they're a Japanese girl group based in South Korea. They were formed by X-Galex, a subsidiary of Avex, but it's got like the same people who run YG, so it's like a subsidiary of YG, honestly. So the name means it's and it's well, the name it means that as a group they strive to empower young people all over the world with their fresh, inventive music and performance. And their fandom name is Alphas.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Z at the end. Yeah, you see, you have to learn those things as a DJ, because when you play their songs, like, I need all the alphas in the building to like put their hands up right now, like, you know, you have to say stupid stuff like that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Did you learn that from DJ John?
Yeah, I'm learning a lot from DJ John. Shout out to DJ John.
Shout out.
Yeah, he's also been my hype man.
Get the people going.
Yeah, gets people going. Okay, so anyway, Is This Love is like it's a hit replay for me because it's like I don't know what the technical term or categorization is, but in my own like K-pop like DJ tagging library, I call it K-pop upbeat hip hop percussion. But it's like a upbeat song that's like above 130 beats per minute. That's got like a bounce in its percussion, but it's still kind of like a soft like hip hop vibe and feel. So it fits in that vein. And then this song is kind of provocative because it's got AI in the visual. So they use
like really?
AI generate. Yeah, like it's at the end. I think it's on the bridge and on the last third-party chorus where they start bridging animations between different scenes and like those in-between moments, and even the scenes or the still card itself that it used to create those AI-generated animations from each scene were AI-generated. Sorry, that's a little meta, but like anyway, like people have called out. They've done like screenshots of the each of the individual frames. Like, wow, this is very clearly AI generated because it doesn't look real. But like I think that was on purpose. They're going for that stylistic vibe. So leave it to XG for always like pushing the needle and pushing the boundaries. For like high edge, high fashion, high
cutting edge
concept, visual. So it's a hit replay. Give it a listen, y'all.
Yeah, this was almost my hit replay too. I was listening to it like driving, and it just like boosted my mood instantly.
Yep. All right. Stephanie, what's your hit replay?
So I picked a hit replay that boosted my mood even more this morning. It is Bambola by Fen. All right, so if you don't know about 10, possibly the hardest working man in SM, He debuted
Period.
with Korean boy band NCT in 2016 as part of the first subunit NCTU. But since 2019, he's been active mainly in NCT's China-based unit Wavy, and pour one out for Korean supergroup Super M. 10 was in there
What do you mean?
too.
They're still going strong. Their
what?
song. Sorry, you know what? No, they're not going strong.
You know.
I said that incorrectly. They're going strong in the sense that you could play sperm jopping in the club, and then
Jopping.
and everyone gets down,
yeah.
unironically, and then,
I could see that.
they'll recite the Mark rap,
Oh,
and
yeah. Uh-huh.
So.
You a mismatch. Okay, yeah. All right, so back to 10. 10 is he's like an all-rounder. He's an incredible dancer, incredible, one of the best dancers in all of K-pop. He is a talented singer. He's really creative, great personality. He's got sass, and that is what is coming through big time in this song Bambola. I just love how sassy it is, how confident in your face it is, how the sound is. It's like over the top. I was talking to shout out to D, who labeled this as hyper pop. I hadn't really heard that term before, but it's like the use of it has pop foundations, but they just pour in these just extreme computerized sounds and extra effects and
the neo-culture technology.
Yeah,
sound.
yeah. I think it's one of the better executions of the NCT blueprint, right?
Mm-hmm.
NCT comes out with a lot of synthetic computerized distortion in their songs, and that doesn't really appeal to me, but this one maintains something in the pop category for me. So I don't know. I welcome any other interpretations or insights from others on the show, but I thought it was pushing the envelope in a fun, tasteful way.
See, what I'm genuinely asking myself is, I'm going to misuse this term, but the word noise music. SM has been putting out, and especially NCT has been putting out noise music for a long time. They are the ones who paved the way, one might say, for noise music.
Wait, what?
And anyway, so the question is SM just getting better at noise music, or are we just getting more cultured and used to noise music as a society?
I'd like to think every time I've had an NCT hit replay or mentioned NCT or brought NCT up has helped some exposure therapy for Stephanie.
Thank you. Yeah. I think
I like
it's
to
just
think my efforts added to
getting
this a little
exposed over time. Yeah, because I really enjoy this one.
Mm-hmm. But I do think though that this is just a testament to 10's sound within kind of the NCT framework of I guess songs that have been produced by song camps that work with NCT artists or NCT expectations of sound, and him doing what he does as the amazing artist that he is and making it his own. Yeah.
Also, the hook has this funny phrase. He's like, "Yabba dabba, what you doing?"
Yeah.
Yabba dabba do. That tickles me.
Yeah. Also, I'm so jelly about this music video because I want to have a matching robe party with friends. It looked really fun.
So fun. Hell yeah. All right. So, when I put this in the Slack, this is a foreshadowing to some of my comments later in the show, but I was kind of hoping for Sserafim to lean into this direction a little bit more with their release.
That's aespa's lane.
I guess so, but I feel like Sserafim could do something in this realm, and it would just take them to the next level. Next,
we'll
level.
dive into that more here.
We will dive into that more.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
PDNM, what's your hit replay?
Okay, well, in that vein of wanting something to sound like something else, my hit replay is what I thought that the deep dive we were going to talk about today was going to sound like. It's Sserafim's 1-800 Hot and Fun.
I like to dance when I party. I like to kiss every
Does Seraphim just like the word hot?
Well, the thing is, like, again, with the teasers, like when you see Miss Bobina in her blonde and her blue flannel and her acrylics have animal print, I was expecting that Cowboy Carter was going to finally have the impact on K-pop that it was, and we were going to get something like 1-800 Hot and Fun with this song, but no.
Yeah.
But luckily, it stands alone on its own as like a great song, and it was one of the kind of the first few teasers of this EP that we got before, like during the Easy and Crazy era. So it stands on its own, and I'm happy we have it. And I just wanted to share it as like an example of what we could have gotten.
Yeah, as I was researching for this episode, listening through the latest Le Sserafim EP, this song auto-played after the album was over, and I was like, ooh, I like this one. This might be my favorite on the
It's not on the new EP.
It's like, nope, not technically on this
Right.
EP.
People still ask for this song in the club, and it's not a club banger.
Yeah.
So it's like
if you look at their songs ranked, it's like it's still up there in like that's in the top 10 at least of all their songs.
Wow.
Yeah, it's on John. We need to make a mashup of this song because on its own it's not a banger, but I'll try to play it in the intro because it's more of a chill intro song.
Mm-hmm.
Although one can say the same thing about Perfect Night, and then people get crazy to Perfect
Yeah.
Night. Okay, all right.
Cult
Hey,
favorites.
should we dive in?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Take us away. We are here to discuss Le Sserafim's Hot, the album, and the music video. So, PD Nim, talk to us.
Right.
Give us the
So
primer.
we're at the end of a trilogy, guys. So
I didn't know we were in a trilogy.
Oh, wow.
I know. I didn't either until I
See,
I
this is
did
why
research
we pay you
for
the
this
big bucks,
episode.
PD.
We pay her nothing.
Don't tell them that. Don't tell her that.
But yeah, no, we finally. I'm happy we get to finally talk about Le Sserafim in the context of kind of this end of a really important chapter for them that started last year. This EP is their 5th EP Hot. It's the end of their trilogy, the Easy Crazy Hot EP trilogy that started back in 2024. And it is the kickoff to the Easy Crazy Hot world tour that's gonna start in April. Yeah.
God.
Wait. I'm not sure I'm following. Can you explain the through line between these things again? What is Easy Crazy?
Yeah, so Easy was the first EP. That was the one the track Easy came out, and they had the B-side Smart, which Smart is as a B-side on the Easy EP, which is why it's not included in the...
So it's not Easy, Smart, Crazy, Hot?
No, which I thought I was like, wait, why is Smart not included?
Dang, that's not great for the feminist message.
No, not really. Well, okay, to be honest, how I interpret it and how it's been talked about, especially like in interviews that they've been giving, are different. So according to the interview that they did with NME, Chaewon mentions that Easy, the concept is they were trying to express their inner anxieties, and the Crazy is where they're deciding not to succumb to that fear and just go crazy and party and have fun and not think too much about it, I guess, or become it. And then Hot, they are trying to portray kind of accepting the things that they love, especially the things that they love about other people. And it's a hot burning feeling of passion that they have. So that's kind of the through line. How I interpret it is,
yes, please.
Easy is the EP you play when you're pre-gaming, like when you're getting ready to go out.
Hey,
Crazy is what you play when you're at the party, at the club, wherever you're trying to be. And then Hot is the after party, whatever that.
Oh, when you're getting it on with the person you got.
Yeah, because Hot is it's groovy. So there's mellow moments that you can maybe play it in the background of or house party or party of two. Knows?
I see that.
Party of one.
Yeah.
It's not for the club.
Yeah,
but maybe for a house.
Yeah, but
I like that.
That's kind of how I interpret the trilogy. But then they kind of have it as it's like, this evolution of a person into again, self-love, really. And then learning to love other people.
I'm just wondering where Unforgiven, Eve Psych, and the Bluebeard's Wife.
Well, that's the previous
That's before.
Okay.
cycle. So that was 2022, 2023 Le
2023.
Sserafim.
I see.
And so the 2024, 2025 Le Sserafim is this easy, crazy, hot Le Sserafim.
Okay.
And Perfect Night was just its own standalone thing.
That was a side quest, for for the what was it, Overwatch, right?
Yeah.
That was a side quest, like Smart was also a side quest for the Tyla I'm a piano trend.
True. I can't help but think here about the Minhee-jin controversy with Hybe and how that has maybe impacted a sense of coherence in the marketing or the story for this group. I don't know, Michaela, what are your thoughts?
It's possible. I mean, 2024 was just a rough year in general for Le Sserafim, not only with their name being brought up in all of the Minhee-jin craziness, but also, them performing at Coachella and it bringing up their whole lip syncing allegations and, their live performances being scrutinized. So they've just had a bad 24 all year round now, where Minhee-jin comes into them specifically. I don't necessarily think that her involvement in their actual core production was really the issue, because if you go back, and especially to the Dispatch releases where they allegedly had these what were they, cacao messages between her and her shaman, she was kind of on this opposite team when Le Sserafim was being developed, because there was the team N in the project group, the team NJZ, and then the team S, and she was really just involved with team N, and that was kind of actually where they really had their first falling out, was the fact that she wanted to put team N at the time and put all of her energy into team N, but the Hybe Bong PD camp was really pushing team S, which had the Produce 48 trainees in it.
Yeah
I don't know if that answers your question. I'm sorry.
right I just wonder, trying
to take on the concept territory of New Jeans, right, is what you're saying, Stephanie?
Maybe, yeah, or if just the drama and the competition of it all had an impact on, I don't know, what I'm seeing here is not. I'm sensing a shift or cooling off of momentum and investment creatively
in Le Sserafim.
Yeah. This year, this most recent release, I think they're poised to do so much and to lead and push to lead. And
well, they've had go ahead.
No, that's all.
They've had such a track record is the thing,
Yeah.
Especially after Unforgiven, that was their first number one in 2023.
Yeah. But even I would say their debut song, Fearless, and every single album and EP that they had released today was guaranteed to have a banger hit.
And I thought Crazy was also really successful, right?
Oh, it is still a must-play song right now.
Exactly. So I thought the Crazy concept had a little more runway left in it. I think they could have done something else.
Oh, and that sound.
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. We are, at least here in the Hala Bay area, with all the Gaysians and the straight girls. We are desiring it.
Right?
Actually, I'm neither of those camps. I'm neither a Gaysian or a straight girl. But
you're an ally
for
really understands
that
the audience.
demographic, that customer base. They highly desire that sound, and I enjoy playing it for sure. But that's why it's funny. I have a group chat with other K-pop DJs, and then one DJ said I'll have you know, I only played Whiplash 3 times tonight. Like, you know, because there is such an overwhelming demand for that style and that sound right now in like K-pop.
The cunty K-pop sound.
Yeah. Oh yeah. April 5th, Origin SF. Join us for a cunty K-pop night.
What? See, now I knew it. I knew you were gonna put it in the title of something now.
Brought to you by.
Yep.
Yeah. So like there was that momentum and having danceable.
Yes.
I wouldn't say banger clangers, but you know, real dance songs. Even Easy and Smart were danceable in the like Afrobeat, friendly or adjacent ways.
Yes.
100%.
So Hot, both the album and the title track, seem like a evolution departure from just prioritizing something that works for dancers. This is more like it feels spiritually in the vein of Miley Cyrus's, what's her name of that song? Flowers. Her song Flowers.
Okay.
Now, obviously, you know, not the same song, but in terms of the vibe, that seemed to be like the direction that they were trying to go. Le Sserafim seemed to be trying to go with this title song and album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Shall we react?
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Are we good?
Sure.
Let's go to reaction.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. One last thing before we do the reaction. We should call out that a lot of people have been also saying that this song is so damn short.
It is.
For reasons.
All the songs are short.
Yes.
All K-pop songs, all songs in general released these days seem to be just made for a short stream.
Well, I only play the pre-chorus and the chorus of the song anyway, and that's it. You mean there's more to a K-pop song than 45 seconds?
Yes.
'Cause that's all I play.
All right. I guess it doesn't matter to Peter.
Over the course of the 3 EPs, there's literally only 2 songs that are 3 minutes.
Dang.
And one's an intro.
Yeah, the intro.
And the other one is Ash from this EP.
Yeah. Those might be my 2 favorites, honestly.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Shout out to Syed, who is vibing hard to Ash. Okay, so we're going to react along to Le Serafim's Hot, the music video, because I know there's a lot of options. We should do the music video, right?
Yeah, the official MV.
Okay, so we're going to do, because you can see the performance, you can see the performance.
I
take
enjoy
2,
the performance.
You know, eye contact version, dancer version, rehearsal version, Halloween costume version.
So much content.
No, I'm kidding. A lot of those are made up. I was lying.
Suit dance, yeah.
Suit dance. Oh yeah, that's another good
The
one.
karaoke version where it's like no...
Oh, karaoke version? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
Relay
do that
dance.
A relay dance version? Yep. Okay. What? We are missing these. We need all of those for this song and others. Other things that you get to enjoy as a K-pop fan. Okay, getting to the point. So we're all going to hit play on Le Sserafim Hot at the same time. I'll count down 3, 2, 1, go. When I say go, y'all hit play on your YouTube thing. Listeners and hosts will all hit play at the same time. Yes?
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. We're in the woods in black and white.
In the snow.
And
which is...
Yeah, is this like a runaway bride kind of thing?
Oh, bullet time.
The boots and the wedding dress.
I was really optimistic for this part, this intro. I love these chords. And then it's like these really just like heavily saturated snares.
Ah, yeah. There's something kind of creepy, haunted about this. Like all the lights are out.
I hate that shouting glass sound effect.
They're
but
all
also
in
like
kind of wedding dresses.
They've got the front light, right? Like it's all like a limited lighting, and then also the
hard to focus
camera
on
quality is like low quality on purpose.
Yeah.
It seems like right here, like when you're facing them, it looks like it's like filmed at under like 1080p on like VHS or analog.
Mm-hmm. And they're often not looking at us. The camera angle. You see like the angle of the camera here from the side.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what? I was hating on them having not dance songs, but I do like the choreography of the song.
The choreo is cute, yeah.
Oh,
Chairman is looking good.
Always.
He
always steals the show.
Sure, but I like her eyes and hair in this one in particular.
Ooh, what's happening here? Lighting something.
Black and white.
Hey, that's looked like old school Le Sserafim.
Mm-hmm.
Sleek and black and white. Confident, sexy. Oh, switch it up.
Thematic break here. We've got like the cinematic.
It's like when
framing.
you're at the eye doctor and they want you to.
I was thinking like old school film, like where it was on a reel, like a
Yes.
film reel. Yeah.
Yes. Woo! Now we're in reds and golds.
Colors.
The boho chic, right, Stephanie?
Oh yes.
Sure. Well, yeah, there was more boho chic in the performance video, I think. I'm seeing some metallics here. Yeah, I guess the long necklaces is boho.
Mm-hmm.
Does someone
The
have a
stylist
fanny
said
pack
the goal
on?
was just to make more feminine, like, silhouettes with all the,
I think so.
the costumes.
Oh,
Yeah.
please bring the fanny pack back. I'm not seeing any of them wearing the fanny
okay.
pack. Maybe it's just,
I thought somebody
wide
had,
belts.
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty sunset. That's a nice shot.
I wonder if it's real.
Mm.
It probably is.
Yeah.
And again,
why not?
this is the
And
lead
that's
single for
it.
the after party.
I
know-
was expecting more.
I think the length is right, y'all. I know people hate
Yeah.
on it, but I think like that's how it should always be. Like just leaving you wanting just a little bit
Wanting
more.
a little more.
Not satisfied, but not completely satisfied. Not full.
Yeah.
So I think that was just the perfect length, honestly.
Yeah. Was there a bridge?
I'd be hard pressed to remember it.
I don't. Okay.
Okay, take us
Well-
away on the lyrics.
Sure.
Because I was confused by some of these, but what did you find, Stephanie?
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go on these notes here, TBH. So the song, just like the title suggests, explores themes of passion, rebirth, resilience, with the metaphor of fire and heat being like both destructive and regenerative. They talk about being willing to burn, aka sacrifice or take risks for what you love. And, one interpretation is that maybe they're sending a message to critics, that critics who are just always hating should actually turn that negative fire into positive energy. And that's something that the girls are capable of. The phoenix imagery of them dying, like it does seem like in the video, visually, conceptually, that there's like haunted elements of death. They come back to life in the second half. And the fact that they're like born into fire, that brings imagery of the phoenix up. They've been burned by criticism, like we just described earlier in the show, and lyrics suggest that they're embracing their vulnerability and pain as part of growth. And this also connects to another song on the album, Ash, which reinforces that theme. So I think that's what we're getting at here. But of course, the lyrics themselves, just on face value, are talking about having a hot, passionate love for somebody. But there's deeper layers, as there usually are in K-pop.
What do you think is the meaning of dropping in the Bonnie and Clyde reference? Just being like toxic to each other
Yeah.
in love, or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that's the hottest kind of love, right? It's like forbidden. Y'all are both bad. There's the life and death risk, that charge.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think they brought that in.
Yeah, there's that lyric, the more I hurt, the more I feel alive. Like, so
Ooh.
there's some toxicity in some
Yeah.
of this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe some kink, some BDSM undertones.
I mean, this was co-written by Eugene, so I'm not gonna, whatever.
Speaking of, like, have we actually seen an official BDSM K-pop theme
I
from
mean,
S&M Entertainment? Like, because I think we really need it in K-pop. I'm
I
sorry,
think
that's an old joke.
The closest that we got was Chained Up by Vix.
Vix.
Oh, you're right.
That was the
Mhm.
closest
Probably
we
Taemin
got.
did stuff like that too, right?
Yeah. Want?
Criminal.
But I think we like really need really explicit BDSM as a K-pop concept.
Yeah, I mean they had an actual slave contract. Vix did in that album.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's the closest we've gotten.
See, it's right there in front of us. We forget.
Yeah. Okay, maybe
think
that can be
visually.
a future episode. We'll collect
guys.
all
Yeah,
of
getting
those.
distracted. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I think you were talking about visuals.
I mean, we talked about some of the visuals already. There's the contrast of the very first scene in the first half, which is more whites. Was that Chaewon running in the snow?
Yeah.
Yes, in the first scene. So there's cold, there's death, and then we go to the fire imagery, which is the passion, rebirth, the phoenix. And how we get there is this symbolic moment in the middle when one of the members kicks charcoal in the dying embers, kind of like finally rejecting that extinguished version of themselves. And like, I guess it just moves into choreography here. But like,
it goes back and forth, right, Stephanie? It goes between black and white, color, black and white, color.
Mm-hmm.
I forget how many times, but like it probably at least a couple of those cycles.
Yeah, but like even the colors we see in the first half we were talking about, they're kind of hard to make out. They're not the bold colors we're used to in K-pop. There's these like copper browns, and the lights are off for the whole time. And then it's more vivid in the second half. But yeah.
I think where the concept, visually speaking, most came alive to me as we were reacting along was in the film reel moment. Maybe that was the bridge, if you want to call that the bridge. Actually, that's not even in the song. That's only in the music
It's just
video.
in the video.
Yeah. So, because it did feel like you're seeing an animation of something like, when there was the flickering lights on them, it was like, it's
the old school
this
film
is a projection.
flipping.
And then when the film was overexposed on the reel and it burned up, that's when we had life. I don't know. I like that most. Metaphorically, I don't know what it means, but
there's definitely some cool metaphors using old school technology illusions.
And kids these days are like, film? What is
film? What's that?
Yeah.
Exactly. What did you like about the visuals, concept, PD님? Or what did you think?
I don't know, it was very interesting because like you said, like the colors are so muted. And for a song, I guess because coming into the expectations that I had, and especially after watching the teaser concept film Tanned Guayak, where it was very much giving like Itzy's not shy as a vibe. That's what I was expecting, but it's like it was so cold for a song that's titled Hot.
I know. What about 17's Hot? Come on, man. Still love that one. Yeah, this one, which I guess intentionally is more of a smolder than like a sweating hot. Right. It doesn't even feel like summer it feels like fall in this video. Yeah.
Like charcoals,
Yeah, yes. The embers, charcoals dying out. The fires of death. Yeah.
What did you guys think of the dancing?
The dancing, so the performance video just came out today, and I actually enjoyed it. I liked that there was some footwork in here inspired by Michael Jackson. There's moonwalk in the chorus. There's some James Brown footwork. And those moves, like we've seen them in K-pop before, but they're usually reserved for the boy groups and the male performers. And so I was pleasantly surprised that especially for a girl group and on a track that's more like audio-wise subdued, that they were given, and like props to choreographer Park So-yeon, who's like worked on some of their biggest hits, including Crazy and Easy and Bluebird's Wife. I liked it was almost like a level of confident swag that seems effortless.
Yes.
Yeah, it was not like let's like put it on level 10 and give 200% and like cram a lot of moves in. Like we sometimes see that in K-pop, but this almost felt mature.
Yeah, which is very appropriate for where they are now in their career too.
Not that this matters, but I'll offer it for the jury anyway. It's a song that's also really fun to dance to without putting in too much effort, like as a DJ. You know, it's like I can have fun in the club, you know, and maybe I can dance and laugh and smile and do it, but not, you know, execute on it like a boy group or Stray Kids.
Not throw your back out.
Yeah, not be a beast mode.
It's not a beast mode song. True. For once, we're glad it's not banger clanger. But I enjoy the choreography. I'll be continuing to watch, and hopefully some cover groups take this on.
Oh, they already are.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
This song is so popular.
Really?
Among all the dance teams and stuff right now. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I like the hand movements as well. The fingers and the wrists are a highlight here. That reminds me somewhat of like Twice style choreography.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. Which is, you know, Twice is in their 30s now, so like a more mature style. Yeah.
All right. Should we talk about the music?
Go ahead.
Okay. I thought it was flat, and then I kind of changed my mind.
Okay.
Well, we were reacting literally just like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. So, like the closest song in Le Sserafim's discography to this, in my opinion, is "Perfect Night." And "Perfect Night" has like the best chord progression. I love the guitars and just the way it starts off so soft, and that loop of that chord progression is just, I don't know, it brings the feelings of being chill but upbeat party starter vibes. This one is kind of like on the tail end of the night, like you've been partying, as we've been saying earlier, and it still has like okay, can I say this without getting in trouble? It's like after orgasm song. So
wow.
Anyway, the chord progression of this is really simple. It's only 4 chords: D minor 7th, G minor 7th, C, and F in the key of F, at 130 beats per minute. It actually feels a little slower than 130, so maybe I'm off on that. But I like it because of the intro more than anything. As we hit that play and you just hear the how can I even describe this? Tell me if I'm like getting too in the weeds here, guys. But like if you were to like look at like a EQ frequency band and you're trying to increase or decrease sounds, if you want to make something sound more analog, you just decrease the sounds on the low end of the spectrum, and also decrease the sound on the high end of the spectrum, so you only have like the sound kind of in the middle.
Sure.
So you have that effect on almost like these like vocal synth sounds in the very beginning, where you start hearing those chords, and that's my favorite part of the entire song, honestly. And then it becomes bass guitar hero.
Guitar hero.
Well, not the game, but I mean like the bass guitarist becomes the hero of the song. Excuse me.
Got it.
But that poor dude is just repeating that same loop over and over throughout the entire song. And I would say it's like that. Like I was making a DJ edit of the song over the weekend to play it in the clubs and stuff, and then I noticed that when I was dissecting each individual stems, it was like the same loop through the whole damn song. It's like, you didn't have like a really distinctive pre-chorus or a really distinctive drop.
Yeah.
It's more or less all the same thing.
Right.
But I still like it. And as I was saying when we were reacting, the snares are like, that also bothered me because I was trying to create like a redrum of the song, and then I was listening to the drum kit that they used in the song. It's like, wow, those snares, like sometimes you hear it on our podcast. Like sometimes if we talk into the mic really loud, it starts to distort.
All right, that's
like,
enough.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, they're
like,
super
like
crispy, super crunchy.
Super crunchy, right? You were starting to hear my voice distort.
Yeah.
Like you were starting to hear the same thing on that snare drum. On purpose,
That's
I'm sure.
intentional, yeah.
Yeah, because maybe they're trying to get more of that analog sound.
It has a kind of dated sound to it in a few ways.
Like a whimsical sound, like a longing of memory, right? Because this is like the after sex song. So I will also call out that in against Sserafim's discography, this is like the more rock inspired sound. We've never, to my knowledge, we haven't heard this in their discography before. Other people have called it like the early 2000s K-pop vibe with nostalgic elements. I mean, certainly visually speaking, you get that. You're starting to hear that with like the very analog sound and production, even like the deliberate like artifacts you're getting in the sound mix.
It's like not retro enough for me. Like it's dated in not dated enough. You know what I'm getting at? I'm not like, oh wow, I really missed this sound. It's like slightly too recent. It's just like kind of old. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. Like, you know, where do you take it? So a lot of people have contrasted this song with Sunmi. Like, I'm thinking, what was the name of by Sunmi? Yeah, like, oh my God.
Like, yeah, that song, she would put something like this out.
Yeah.
Years ago.
What was her song that I'm thinking of? Heartburn.
Heartburn.
So Heartburn is like the same sort of like composition and sound, except if you mastered it properly with like modern technology.
Yes.
Like if you were trying to bring out the richness of the bass and the clarity of like the mid highs of like the guitars in that song and the reverb from that guitars and then like
the reverb,
the really clear crispy snares of like Sunmi's Heartburn, right? But whereas with this song, it's like no, let's deliberately fuck up the mix, right? Let's like make it sound distorted and saturated.
Mash it all together
to make it sound more like analog and vintage and nostalgic and this feeling of the past.
Sure.
Oh, chic.
Yeah.
Where it's like trying to be old, but it's not old. And it's like trying to be effortless, but it's not. It's super, super produced and planned.
Yeah. Yeah. Anthropology.
Oh, anthropology, yes. But Heartburn would go better in anthropology.
Yeah, that's true. Because that's actually polished.
Maybe it's, what's that other 21 retail lifestyle and oh my God, you know the stuff that
a step below anthropology,
that you'd buy when you're in your 20s. What's the name of that chain? Oh my God,
Forever 21?
No, close. It's adjacent to Forever 21, but it has other knickknacks like books and like cups and things and
Urban Outfitters.
Urban Outfitters, there we go.
Yeah,
this is the Urban Outfitters.
I can see that.
To Anthropology's Sunmi's Heartburn.
Yeah, a little less polished.
Okay, like
still
5 people are going to get that analogy, I feel like, but okay.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. All 5 of you.
Love that.
That's for you. All right, that's it on music. Should we talk about overall big picture?
Sure. And like, should we talk about the album or other tracks? And
go ahead.
Yeah, listen to the album. I think I like got through it in one short shower, basically. I was like, oh, that's it? Okay. And then the 1-800 song came on. I'll just be honest that out of all the songs on the album, Hot was like least compelling to me.
Really?
Audio wise, instrumental wise. I actually really enjoyed the instrumental for the intro song. Born Fire. I was like, oh, this could be its own track. I also enjoyed Ash, and I just felt more energized and more like compelled to pay attention with other tracks on the EP. I don't know how y'all felt, if you have other favorites.
I'm a hard come over.
I was about to say come over.
Come over, yeah.
Again,
That's the one that's right after Hot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the transition from Hot to Come Over, and I was like, oh, I like this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually feeling something with this one.
That's the song you play when you bring them to the apate after the party.
Yes, that's exactly it, PD Nim. That is
dance,
exactly it. That's what I was going to mention. You know,
that's in the apate zone. Yeah.
If you had to steal an artist and a music video from that artist, it's I Use Last Night's Story.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Does anyone remember that song?
No.
Anyway, so just like IU's song Last Night's Story, which is also like 1960s and vibe.
Yeah,
and
60s
chic.
vibe. Yeah.
Same thing here. Like, you know, and that's why I like it, because I am a sucker for jazz and pop from the 1960s. So it's almost samba, bossa nova, almost cha-cha. It's none of those things, but it's kind of like an in-between.
Yeah.
Of all of them, with pop and big band almost. But like, I also in Come Over, what we call it, you still have that like deliberate like fucking up of the mix.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the snares in Come Over are also oversaturated on purpose, I'm sure. I really hope. I don't think anyone's getting paid the big bucks to screw things up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
It's a choice.
Dance and vibe.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
even
to your
even
chic
in the
1960s
vocal.
party.
That vocal layering, Peter, like the lower vocals that are layered over the chorus are also like super crunchy too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And podcast listeners can't see, but like Stephanie and I were like doing our 1960s style dancing on our own beat to Come Over. Okay. What about PD Nim? What was your? Yes, I love that one, Stephanie. I love it. Stephanie was doing the monkey for podcast listeners who can't watch, but. See, these are things
that
you
goes
miss out
well
on.
with Come Over, right?
It does.
missing
It
out.
really does.
Yeah.
If you're only listening to the audio, go head over to YouTube.
Might have been doing all those moves in the shower. So. May or may not have.
But PD Nim, what was your favorite again?
Yeah, if I was to keep it to just this EP, because like I listened through the whole trilogy before we recorded.
Oh wow.
I am a big Come Over fan. Although as re-listening to it, Hot to me makes sense for this EP as the title track.
Really?
Like it while it wasn't necessarily like my number one hit replay, because Come Over was, it makes sense for me with the overall concept, I think, of like what they were trying to do as like the center for all the other sounds that they're bringing into it.
Oh yeah, I liked Padam as well. The cynical, the last track, I think.
What does Badam mean?
Padam?
It's like heartbeat, right?
I think it's just the
Okay.
onomatopoeia sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was just hoping for more banger energy from Le Seraphim.
And
I
then
was
I've been
waiting
we
for them.
we go back
Anti-Fragile.
and listen to Easy
Eve
and we
Psych,
listen to
like,
Crazy.
Come on, man.
Eve's like Blue River Life and Crazy,
Yes, more of that. More of that.
yeah. More Chung-Ha vein.
Yes. Get into the Chung-Ha lane. She's not doing it.
Country
Yeah, I
K-pop lane.
In their defense, when they were again interviews for this album, they were talking about how they really want to establish themselves as a group that can have more than one kind of sound. So
Yeah, but
You gotta still give what the people want.
give us what we want.
I mean, those songs exist. They're gonna definitely perform them at their tour
Boo.
this year.
Need more.
But aren't
Look,
you always
like,
talking about,
I
Peter,
just
how
feel
you
like
can't
the
have
momentum
you
from
need
that
some
era.
lows and highs to keep the people going, you know?
True that, Stephanie. Point exceptionally well taken, PD
Okay.
Dam. However, look, I get this concept as an album, right? Like as a package, as a theme, it works. The way they organize it, beginning to end, it works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I applaud that.
Okay.
But for my own commercial interests, I want like an EP that just continues the lanes for each of the track lanes of the stuff that we like. We need a Moomba Ton banger, aka Anti-Fragile, sort of Unforgiven, right?
Yeah.
Then we need like the gay anthem song, right?
Yes.
He's like Blue
Ballroom, voguing.
Yeah, voguing. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
totally. And then we need like your like slow melodic bass bangers, like Easy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And then you can give me one experimental, which could be hot.
Sure.
You know? And
I agree.
That's what I would want commercially speaking.
That's what I would want from them at this time, following the last one. And then maybe switch it up. I don't know. But yeah, I just feel like the momentum was cut early for that sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, other K-pop groups, idols, you listening, you've got a chance to do more like
Get in that
ballroom
lane.
voguing, Chungha stuff. Although I don't
Ballroom
know,
bangers.
maybe we're just in our own echo chamber here, Stephanie. Like honestly,
In
because
the
if
bay
you look
with
at the
the
view count
Gasians?
numbers, because if you look at the view count numbers, they're not as high as say, I don't know, the neoculture technology noise music, stuff
Crazy
that's coming
was
out
it?
right now.
It didn't hit that?
Crazy was popular, right? But that's because, SSERAFIM could fart and it would still go over well, right? Like, they already had that,
Especially at that
success.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well.
Crazy is a good song too, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I guess
and
I wish they
David
would
Guetta
cater
remix
to
is also
us.
good.
Cater to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's always the wish,
Selfishly.
right?
So
All right.
is it that time? Are we going
think
to decide
so.
whether this is Daebak or
Oh,
not?
man.
Yeah, it's Daebak.
We're talking about the song, the EP?
Yes.
The song?
Whatever your heart desires. It's Daebak.
Okay. The song itself is a not for me.
What?
Yeah. I didn't even like it after you broke down all the audio stuff.
Well, I don't usually do that part well, so that's usually when I break down the audio, that's a reason to dislike it and tune off. But
no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's
I mean, just
it's
for all
also-
the reasons we discussed.
Yeah, it's a not for me too.
Oh,
What?
Even though I know.
Petey knew.
Again, it was second best on the album. I can't give a Daebak to a second best on an album.
Dang.
Okay, are we going to talk about the album as a whole? Daebak or not?
Sure.
Ooh. Or do we want to just say in the trilogy, which is our favorite?
Oh.
What's the best EP in the easy, crazy love era of SSERAFIM? Peter, you go
I
first.
need to go back and listen. No, I'm not. I haven't studied
Okay.
up. On
Okay,
the
never
old
mind.
one.
Like, I'm gonna eat my words here, okay? But look, before going into this recording today, I was like, oh, this is a really boring song. It's really slow, weird production. But like, I get it. Just talking it through, it's coming together for me.
Mm-hmm.
And real 180 here. I think this is actually the best EP as a concept out of the last three that they've had from, what is it, Easy, Crazy,
Easy and
Hot.
crazy.
Yeah. So as a concept, I think this is the best album.
Okay.
Not their best song though. Not their best title track. But look, guys, it's still early days. Like, jury's out. Like, I did not think Perfect Night was going to be a banger on first listening.
True.
But like, you listen to that song and it's like, this is a chill song. And then now, even today in 2025, I play that at like midnight and people like go crazy, and you only play your bangers at midnight, or at least you should if you're DJing properly.
Right.
But like, people go crazy for that. Like they go, they sing
for
the
Perfect
lyrics
Night.
and then you get to say hammy stuff like, hey, make some noise if you're having a perfect night. But
It's like cult
I
favorite.
think Hot has the potential to be the new Perfect Night. But we need to let it
There's
simmer
no
because
chord progression.
it's not as sophisticated of a chord progression as Perfect Night,
Sure.
right? I think it's hard to top that. That was like one of the best K-pop chord progressions of all time.
Yeah. But
At the time
We'll
of
see.
this recording, we are still at the stage where people are learning the choreography to Jenny's Like Jenny. And that song
Yeah.
came out, when was that? Like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago at this point?
Yeah.
So it takes a little bit of time for this thing to simmer, right? Like I'll
Sure.
play Fuck Up the World or like Jenny in the club the week or the weekend after it came out, and people are still like, yeah, this is a good song, but I don't know how to
I don't
react
know
to it yet.
Yeah.
And I think people just kind of need to settle into it a little bit more. And I think we're still in the settling stage of Hot right now.
Okay.
So maybe you guys will come around to liking the song. Okay. All right. Shall we wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap.
Okay. Let our listeners know where they can find you on socials and stuff. I'm at DJ Peter Lowe.
I'm at Catchlight27.
And I'm at PDN Michaela on Slack. And of course, you can follow all of us on Slack.
And if you want to support the show, please consider donating to our Ko-fi.
All right. Thanks, all.
Bye.
See you in the next one. Bye.